Hey guys, what's going on? What is going on? It's about that time. Street Trading here with another weekly trade recap video for everybody looking at a 15-minute chart of SPY. So we wrapped up the month of April on Friday the 30th. And what a week it was to wrap up the month. I mean, you can see obviously on the price action standpoint that the market was choppy, man. It was choppy all week long. As you can see, it kind of mirrored the end of end of March as well, to a degree. But after that run up, that chop from last month, we obviously see the breaking through that 400 and print another 20 some odd points, running up to that 420. Coincidental? Probably not. But market just got chopped up last week. But it was quite an interesting week to obviously breakouts, the upside obviously breakdowns as well as the downside. We had we pretty much focused majority of our positions on off our weekly watches. They were just really printing quite early on the week's session. Usually, sometimes a lot of our weekly doesn't start to unfold, a little bit later into the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but they were kind of cracking out Monday and Tuesday. So, it was a solid week. So we didn't really spend a lot of time in our daily trade ideas. We didn't really need to. I mean, we were literally just managing positions from our weekly. So it was a very, very solid week for us. Talking about the market, though, on a crypto standpoint, Bitcoin was under some pressure. Obviously, dipping below the 50, but it reclaimed and obviously it's fighting back. So, the thing is, whenever you have any type of selling in any type of asset class, all the bears, all the negative comes out and it's the end of XYZ, whatever it is, whatever the narrative is. And at the end of the day, guys, it's just, it's all headlines, trying to invoke that emotion, and 9 times out of 10 it does, right? 9 times out of 10 it does. I mean, market participants are all emotional humans, right? That's what human beings are. At the end of the day, it's easy to pull those strings. So if you allow that to happen, which majority of the time, that's when you see these drastic moves. You're just trading other market participants' perception of price, whatever the news catalyst is behind the move. So obviously Bitcoin reclaimed, and you have too much heavy hitters building into the space. So guys, make no mistake about it. Don't think that this thing's wiping out. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we're just getting started. Literally just getting started. It's a new. So interestingly enough, SPY just ripped, right? Just had it's been ripping all month. Finally wrapping up the month of April in the 420 level. We're definitely, peeling away from its long-term moving averages on the daily. We don't trade moving averages, but we know a lot of people track. So that being said, not too surprised you're going to see this chop. You saw obviously the chop the previous week. Continue to see that last week. Not that we're going to be curling down and obviously pulling back. And obviously there's key levels you can see. It doesn't take a rocket science to see where zones are at, but probably going to be testing that week ahead. But let's just get into the week that we just kind of got out of. And let's talk about levels, guys. We had some solid trades to the upside and to the downside. Took some stops, plenty of stops along the way, but we keep nice and tight. So, we obviously cut the losses and get right back in. We've got, I don't know how many times we got back into stopped out positions. Plenty of times. But we do it all the time. Doesn't matter. And sometimes you get back in, you keep getting smacked, and that's it. You got to kind of say, that's it, you're wrong, and chalk it up to a loss. Don't get psychologically attached to the losses, guys. And that's what a lot of people kind of fall into that trap. Getting beaten down. Listen, it's the cost of doing business. You want to be a trader, you're going to take a loss, deal with it. That is you paying rent. That is you paying employment tax for your employees. That is you payroll. That's cost of doing business. All right, so understand it's part of it. Take the L and move the F on. All right, let's get into business. Let's get into the securities we traded, how we traded it, stops we took, things we missed. Let's talk some business, guys, from last week. Solid week. Hopefully you guys caught this with us. All right, let's get into it.